Welcome to the Gold Report, where we inspire you to be 10% more courageous. Please like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. We have a fantastic guest today. Her name is Dr. Angie Farella. Dr. Farella is passionate about pediatrics. She's a very experienced pediatrician in Texas. She works closely with her patients to help them achieve their optimal health. She completed her postdoctoral training, residency training at the University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston. In 2004, she founded Brighter Tomorrow Family Health and Wellness. Since 2020, her practice has grown significantly. She was early to see the need for out-of-the-box thinking doctors, and she asked other like-minded providers to join her practice. When other doctors around her would not see patients, she opened a practice up to people across the country, including adults, via telehealth appointments. She became a trusted resource for parents and for individuals who are trying their best to cope with their health and wellness needs and not be forced to do something that they didn't believe in. Dr. Farella was an early outspoken advocate for health freedom. It's my pleasure to welcome her to the Gold Report. Hello, Dr. Farella. Great to see you.
Great seeing you as well. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So I really am looking forward to talking with you today. And there was two things I wanted to talk with you about. And the first is just, the whole purpose of the Gold Report is to inspire people to take more courageous action. There's lots and lots of podcasts out there. And so we're not rehashing the news. But what we are trying to do is move the needle a little bit to get people excited and inspired and not afraid to take action. So honestly, I think of you a lot when I think of that. You and I met in 2020 when, the world just kind of shifted on its axis from our perspective. And then, of course, I was super active with America's Frontline Doctors, and you were somewhat active with America's Frontline Doctors. But then you went off and did a lot of your own things that if you could tell our audience a little bit about that, because from the perspective of one doctor, one person, taking courageous action can really change things up.
Yeah, well, back in 2020, I was just looking for my tribe. And that's what American Frontline Doctors was for me. It was my tribe. And once I found my tribe and kind of got to the perspective where I'm not by myself, this is not, I'm not this weirdo that's off the left side and all this crazy stuff, then that's kind of what inspired me, right? Because then all of a sudden you realize, okay, you're not alone. And that at least gave me some perspective right there. When we got together from all across the country, that was fantastic. But I felt moved to actually do something more locally, because I really feel that if you work locally, then the effect will ripple out. So I still do national stuff. I still run around, do things like that. But within our local community, it allowed me to help and try to reach out to other doctors that maybe were like me, scared, put away, staying far back, staying in the shadow, hanging out in the corner, being a wallflower, because of fear. And what I learned really quickly was you've got to just throw the fear to the side and move forward, right? And so that's what I did. And so I started reaching out to other doctors, and I said, how can we get together more often in a more constructive way? What do we all need? And that was when I started with the Freedom Doctors Alliance. So we call ourselves the new FDA. And that's when we started doing conferences, because we wanted to share experiences. We needed support. We needed to help each other, learn new things, because we know that allopathic medicine misses out on a lot of stuff.
You're listening to The Gold Report with Dr. Simone Gold. To watch this week's full episode of The Gold Report, please visit www.thegoldreport.com.